Jambo, Jambo, Jambo. In Swahili, it means hello. So, Jambo from Africa. There are many tribes in Africa, and they're each speaking their own language, but they all speak Swahili. So that makes it a lot easier. How's everyone? We're all here in Nairobi, Kenya, but we're feeling the jet lag. We had a long trip to get over here. It was really long. We left Chicago on the TWA, and in 3 hours we were in New York. That was pretty fast. Then we met Betty and Jet King. These are the kids that we were in India with and with whom we planned this trip. And then also there was Annie Wyatt was there, and Jean Odell, who also was with us in India. And then we have a new lady, Lavon Stauffer. It's really a very small group. I mean, they usually don't take any under 10, and that's closer to 20. So we are really privileged because we will be getting extra special attention. And we all know each other except for Lavon, and it won't take her long before she gets to know us crazy people. So there we were in New York. We had a real long wait. And then we left New York on Alitalia. And we were going along, and it was fine. And then all at once, turbulence. And when I say turbulence, I mean big turbulence. Oh my gosh. Some people were sick. I don't think I've encountered such bumps in years of flying. The pilot came on afterwards and he apologized. He said we knew we were going to have some bumps, but not so violent as what we had. So after 7 hours, we arrived in Rome. And then we waited there too. We had to wait because the plane was late to come to us. Then we get almost to the plane, almost boarding it. No, go back, sit down, more waiting. The food did not arrive. Oh gosh. Finally we go, and on board we had 40 young adults from the international school in Nairobi. They had gone to Italy for a holiday, so you know how much fun that was. Oh, those kids were jumping all over. One kid kept grabbing the gals. He sat by Ralph, and he kept grabbing the gals' butts when they went by, and Ralph says, "Hey, cut it out. They're going to think I'm doing that," and the kid is laughing. But they're young. God, wouldn't it be great to be at their age and have a trip to Italy? So we stopped. We flew for 6 hours, and then we stopped at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and we had to refuel there for an hour. And then back on the plane and on for 3 more hours, and we got to Nairobi, Africa. So actually, I tried to figure it out. We flew for 19 hours. We waited in airports and here and there for 17 hours. We went through 8 time zones, and we traveled 13,000 miles. Now that's a long time and a long way. So now you know why we have jet lag. We're here in Nairobi at the Hotel Lenana Mount. This is it was named after a Maasai leader, Lenana Mount. We got up in the morning, and the trees were filled with purple jacaranda flowers, and the red bougainvillea is all over. It's about 65 degrees, and we're ready to go on a city tour. While we were touring the city, we asked our tour guide, who by the way happens to be a lady, which I was very surprised because the women in Africa don't have as much say-so as the women in the United States. And I was surprised that she was our tour leader. But her name is Victoria. And we told her that we had been here in Nairobi 14 years ago when Pappy went on the big hunt, when he hunted all the animals. And we stayed at the Norfolk Hotel. So on the city tour, she stopped there, and we got out, and we went in. The hotel is built like if you have a square, and then the whole center of it is compound, and beautiful flowers and trees. And in the 14 years since we had been there, the trees were so huge. They had grown so much more. But our same place where we stayed, that was still there. They had one part of it that had burnt down. The part where Pappy had stayed had burnt down, because I remembered when we came and he was there, and he had clothes hanging out on the railing to dry, and that was no longer there, and that was rebuilt.